Welcome to Inside the Author's Mind. I wanted to share with you guys why I wrote this book. Before I go any further, first, thank you for tuning into Inside of the Author's Mind, my book flip through. Before I even get started, I want to let you know that you were never orphaned, but you've always been ordained. You've been ordained for some great things, and you have been ordained to change the world and the sphere as you know it, the people that are around you. I wrote this book for you. I wrote this book for the girl that has been searching for love in all the wrong places, looking for love, security, validation, status, place of belonging, chasing behind the men that did not necessarily want her back. How many of you have spent so much time chasing behind the guys that didn't necessarily want you back? Or looking for love in all the wrong places, looking for security in jobs, looking for security and affirmation, and how many degrees you obtain, how big your house is, how much money is in the bank from men or women. I wrote this book for you because a lot of times we pursue these things because what's driving us is really rejection. What's driving us is really abandonment. What's really driving us is the brokenness that was left by the pain of our fathers from what he did or did not do. See, for me, I grew up without my father. Many of us have had absent fathers, but maybe you grew up with your father in the home, but he was emotionally unavailable. So you find yourself chasing behind men who aren't able to be there for you emotionally. The father wound affects so many areas of my life, and it pretty much makes me very upset. And I said, I have to write this book for my sisters and brothers who are angry, who can't figure out why they were born, who are begging for somebody to see me. That promiscuous boy, that promiscuous girl, that are just really begging for somebody to love them. You are not orphaned, you are ordained. You were created to be a deliverer. Jesus was an orphan. Esther was an orphan. And so was Moses. But God used each one of them to do some really great things in the world. So I wrote this book for you. I have reflections in this book. I have prayers in this book, but the reflections are to help you think about what I've written so that you can see it in your own life so that you can get the healing that you need. I want to help you grow in your identity. I want to help you grow in your relationship with God as your father, and I want to help you grow in life. I want to help you have healthy relationships, kingdom marriages, the things on your heart that you've only thought were only a dream. You can have it, but it just starts with you. I want to help you increase your self-worth. I want to help you find out who you are. Find out the reason why you were born. I want to help you walk in dominion, authority, power, and your God-given identity. I want you to finally have the life that only seemed like a dream and has seemed unattainable. You are not an orphan. You were not meant to carry the world on your shoulders. You were not made to do life alone. You were not made to carry the burden of what somebody did not do for you. So you try to do it for yourself. I want to help you heal so that you can relinquish all of that has been upon your shoulders, all of that you've been carrying. And I want you to give it to your Father, God in heaven. But before you can have a great, intimate, strong, deep relationship with God, you must remove the face of your father from the face of God. I want to help you do that. Father wounds are my specialty, but there are a lot of wounds in the world, and they're showing up in all the symptoms that we see every day. Let's get to the bottom of it. The world you want, the world you've been praying for, the world that you've been desiring. It starts with you. Order your copy today.